How's everyone doing?
Good, good. I know.
Sorry, I like my soundboard too much.
Well, I know Vincent's already got some complaints. If you want to bring him on, Vincent.
Yeah, I was saying, why is half the band wearing white, or actually 2/3 of the band?
2/3 technically.
There's 4 of us in the video. Why are you guys wearing white? We're a dark rock band, not a light rock band.
The rage. Well, in defence, Adams is a Smashing Pumpkins t-shirt, if I'm correct,
right.
which is a dark rock band. Mine is 9 Inch Nails, Pretty Hate Machine. So,
I like how yours is a semi-sleeve. It's it's not sleeveless, but it's not sleeves.
As much sleeve as you're going to get from Ben.
Yeah.
It's like slur.
I've got a long sleeve. Oh, dude.
Or a sleevette.
Slevette.
Level of our style.
Yeah, obviously there was a lot of deliberation about the white t-shirt, but I went for it, and there was no communication between Adam and I about this. So
I just think it shows I look cooler.
I just think it shows that I look cooler. There you go. I mean, I can't really argue with that.
It goes really nice with dark hair.
Yeah, exactly.
So it sort of makes you stand out a bit more on the. That makes your hair stand out a bit more on the back of the white t-shirt.
Well, what's interesting is that both you two, Nat and Vinny, look really goth today. Like you're wearing a very gothic kind of outfit there, Nat, which looks sensational.
Thank you. I've got eyeballs on my dress.
Just found it. You just find it somewhere.
I did,
in a skit.
Probably.
Vinny looks like
not in the street.
It looks like some sort of kidnapping video where he's being
blink twice.
Blink twice if you're all right. Very, very mood lighting going on. Is there just one light on your face?
No.
Oh, there's another one behind me, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh okay.
Oh cool.
It's for when I do drum videos, I set it up like this, but maybe I should kind of readjust it when I do this cast.
Well, it looks pretty cool. And
I've got a really shiny nose. It's really fine. I've got a little white,
really?
I'm like, no, I do.
Oh, you? Me?
No, I've got a little white Rudolph going on. It's very Christmassy.
Christmas.
Yeah.
So on seasonal. Whoa, jinx.
Whoa.
Well, this is good banter. Welcome to Diamond Cast, everyone.
Yeah, welcome to Diamond Cast after the release of In Venom this week.
Yay.
Yes.
Woo. Wait. Yay.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, that went really well. Well done, guys. And so many people have been saying, the love has been pouring in. So many people have been giving us lovely comments and putting all these in the YouTube and the Instagram and all those sorts of things. But we had a couple of people doing some reaction videos as well, like watching themselves react to the videos. So that's really cool. So we're going to talk about those as well. And we just want to congratulate 12-inch Media on the wonderful video that they did for the Liver video. It's fantastic. We've had loads of comments, people saying that it's really dark and it's gritty and all the things basically that Ben said in the pre-release video. So yeah, really good results from that. And In Venom is now out on all streaming platforms. You can stream it, you can buy it, you can watch it on YouTube. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and do that. We'll leave the links in the comments below. Also, there's an announcement about something in the shop.
Oh yeah, we've got a new t-shirt drop, an In Venom themed t-shirt, which you can buy now. It's available now, so please go and help us out and support us and sport your diamond black vibe. What's you can say, Natalie?
You can get it in time for Christmas still, can't you?
Yeah.
Is that possible? Is it UK only that can get it in time for Christmas?
I think so, yeah, because apparently the last postal dates are the 16th, 17th, which might be after this. What day is it today? 13th. Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah, happy Friday the 13th. We didn't say that.
Yeah.
So hang on, maths. What is it?
This airs on the 15th.
Yeah. So it will still be if you buy now, it will still it should still get in the UK first class UK Christmas post.
Right now. You have to buy it right now.
No pressure.
But yeah, great design by Adam, as always. Very, very bold, very striking, and has the symbol on it, which is another thing that I believe we may discuss today.
Yeah.
Maybe. And lots of deliberation about what those symbols mean in the video chat earlier in the week. So
we had some nice theorizing.
Yeah, really good fan theories.
Yeah,
really good. Gonna continue those. Getting close. Yeah. No, people were very, very insightful. Actually, really enjoyed that. I want to see more of those discussions. So guys, tell us about the song, and tell us about what you thought of the reaction to the song.
Well, I guess also what I wanted to say was I want to say just to you guys, thank you so much for everything that everybody's brought to this to make it such a good release. The four of us here have all put in loads of work. Also, Charlie and Michael, who helped us out with the video initially, Michael Clark, and Yanni, who produced the song. So there's been so many great parts of our team that have come together on this. And the weeks leading up to the release, I think everybody's been super on it, communicative. Things have come in suddenly. Can you do this now? Yes, doing it and acing it. And it's been a pleasure to work with you guys on this stuff. I think it's been the best release, one of the best releases, if not the best release we've ever done in terms of, it's been the best because
it's a Christmas miracle.
Because I feel like we've been really galvanized with the social media stuff and posting and building up the hype, and it just felt super exciting, but a lot more together. Because I know previously when we've done stuff, it's been a bit sort of, oh shit, what are we doing? But this has been really, really good. So thank you guys so much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Good team. Thank you for our lovely fans that have been watching the cast and supporting us and getting involved. Really,
because that's a big factor. Yeah, that's a big factor as well, because of the enthusiasm that you guys have been giving to us. It made us super excited about really wanting to get the thing out and hype it and get the full response. So that it's kind of an iterative process of the more enthusiasm we get from you guys, the more motivated we are, and then we make more stuff for you to be enthused about.
Yay! It's like a second delay when I press that button. I need to get that more instant. Oh, it's been fun.
Vinny, what do you think?
I'm actually I've been after we released it yesterday, I've been reading a lot of the comments, and it's amazing that we get this tremendous amount of support from the fans, and we really appreciate it, and we're gonna keep going, obviously, and watch out for more releases.
There's some pretty insane drumming from you on this one as well, particularly as it's a fast song, Vinny. There's some amazing fills on this. Do you remember when you listened back to the track if there was any particular fill that either was quite challenging or that you were like really pleased with in the song?
Yeah, well, when you first sent me this demo, immediately I was thinking of obviously it's a heavy song, so a lot heavier. So I was thinking of putting heavier drum fills, lots of double kicks involved, fills on the toms and double kicks and things like that. So that was kind of like my main objective, is to how can I emphasize how can I put a heavy drumming in this already heavy song and make it more, a lot even more, heavier. And that's what I was thinking when I was writing the drum parts. And in the end, I was really pleased with how it turned out. And then Yanni did an amazing job mixing the drums that I sent to him. As I recorded everything here in my studio. So, and he did his magic, made the drums sound even bigger and a lot more metal. And I'm really, really, really pleased with it.
Yeah, and one of the curious things about this song, which was a bit of a last-minute change, was that even though it's a fast, heavy, dark song, it doesn't have any heavy rhythm guitars in it. Because normally on the chorus for a song like this, you'd have one guitar going ja 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 ja, but we haven't. We've got actually acoustic guitars playing the rhythm parts. So it gives it more space. So there's more space for the vocals, for the keyboards, for the drums.
It's quite a synthy one, isn't it?
Yeah, but because that lead guitar part is so up front, you don't feel like it's missing guitars. And when we went through the production process, I was kind of freaking out. I was like, what? No heavy rhythm guitars? But what will happen? And I was sort of a bit resistant to it to start with. But Yanni's really good at going, look, let's just try stuff. Let's go out of the comfort zone. And see what happens. And 9 times out of 10, it's usually a really, really cool idea about you take things away, because you sometimes feel when you're writing and producing a song, we've got to just put as much in as possible. But if you take
There's quite a lot
away,
going on in this song as well, so leaving a bit of space is appropriate, right?
Yeah, and it's fast as well. So there's and I think that's really let the drums and the vocals and things really and the keyboards and stuff really shine in the song. And I don't feel anyone's like, oh, it's not heavy enough. Because
I think it's the opposite.
Yeah, it's probably one of the
yeah, people are saying it's a banger. We've got a comment on YouTube where somebody calls you guys synth lords.
Synth lords of the lost.
I think that's actually why that's why Chris Harm's vocals fit in this one really well, because his style, his voice, his screaming. I think it's absolutely perfect the way he delivered it. So.
It's and it's like 3.5 minutes long. It's fast. It's dark. It's actually got, again, nerding out. It's got probably more key changes than any of our songs.
Especially the outro.
Love a key change.
Yeah. So the outro's got this whole like key change section at the end, but pretty much every section of the song is a different key. If you listen to it, verse 1 is in a different key from verse 2. Just little things like that where and I think. I'm probably rationalising it here, but we did it on purpose. But I think
it is to purpose. It's driving forward. It's ramping things up.
Definitely wasn't an accident.
Yeah.
Well, I always like to put key changes in because I think they can create a real emotional impact when you, especially like if you listen to the way it goes from the middle section into the solo. I think that's quite a dramatic change there. But it also, I think, it affects the themes of the song, like the kind of the emotion and sort of the lows and the highs and kind of the chaos of the song's themes within that kind of journey, rather than just being a straight ahead. This is a rock song, one key, one. So I think that reflects some of the turmoil of the song as well.
Well, I like from people's reactions is when they get to like the middle section, like the arpeggio guitar bit, is because no one's heard that. Because when we play this song live, that's where we're like, hey, we're Diamond Black, you do your announcements. So no one's heard that bit of the song. So everyone's like, oh, what's this?
That's a good point. Yeah, and it is so weird, that bit. And that was something, again, that was a Yanni thing where he said, oh, can you do some like, he came up with this sort of keyboard thing and he said, I want you to do this on the guitar as well. I was like, but that's really hard. So I sat there for ages trying to get that right. And it was good because it really pushed me to the limit of my like guitar ability.
Nice.
And I think that's nice to still be able to keep pushing yourself with the music and in terms of your own kind of craft and stuff. So yeah, that was a really cool little thing that initially we weren't expecting to be in there.
That's really good as well, because I know Adam's been doing that with the bass lines in the new songs.
Oh yeah.
So you said you were writing. Was it you were writing bass parts that were really difficult deliberately so that you could get better at playing bass and challenge yourself?
Well,
and now you have to learn.
I'm going to be. Well, no, that's the hard thing is actually playing them. But like, I'm going to be playing these songs for years to come. I want to write something that's going to be fun and challenging down the line as well.
Well, yeah, and I think the synergy, the rhythm section on these new songs on the album, because we've been putting them together and listening to the demos and stuff in the last week or so. It's just stunning because the synergy between you two on this, like on like the Phantom song and the Cyanide song, it lifts the song so much because of that rhythm. So rather than just being a kind of straight ahead do ka, there's all these pushes, all this groove, but it just adds to the song. It adds to the texture and the kind of sophistication of what we're doing, whilst the melodies and stuff are still sort of floating above. It's really cool and it's super exciting, and I'm just stoked.
Yeah. Oh, they're sounding really wicked. We can't tease that too much.
I've already said
give away 2 song titles. Almost.
Bits of them.
Already titles of the songs.
Yeah, just
We
one
have-
word of them.
Oh, just one word. Okay,
Yeah, it's a sentence.
I wondered if anyone was going to pick up on that, but then you just said it, so I thought that would be a nice Easter egg. But now you've just made too much of it.
Try and guess his whole song title based on what Ben just slipped out.
And then guess the sigil, or guess the rune or the symbol that we've been talking about as well.
There's
That
some
would be
clues
cool.
to two songs.
We have got a really big announcement for the end of the cast, though, which we're going to save until the end.
That's, is it a silly one or a sensible one?
It's yours.
Oh, okay, that's a silly one then.
It's
We'll come back
you.
to that.
Yeah, so there's a new t-shirt available. So you have to get it if you want it for Christmas on Sunday. I think we've already said that, but I'm just reminding all the people that turned up, maybe not at the beginning of the cast. Yeah, so we got some really, really nice coverage from a few publications as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
So does anybody want to talk about that? We've got Sonic Seducer in Germany.
Yeah, which is a really, really high profile kind of goth, dark rock industrial magazine that's been going for many years. So they did a really nice, just a piece on the track and sort of talking about the fact that Chris was involved. And you translated it, didn't you, Nat?
I did. Well, our friends, the AI overlords, did. I personally didn't. I'm not that good, but yeah.
ChatGPT helped us out.
Yes.
So
It's good stuff.
yeah, I know some of the people who watch this cast actually speak German. So
Oh yeah.
and so you can check it out. So Sonic Seducer did a good piece. We've linked to it on our Instagram, and also Orcus Magazine, who are another great dark rock metal German zine, did a piece on us where they described it as a dark rock masterpiece.
Ooh.
So,
And did they put it? You said they put it second on the list.
Thank you.
yeah, so they put it on the January-February playlist,
Oh,
which has
sick.
also
Amazing.
got Within Temptation, Lenny Kravitz, Marilyn Manson, and they put
Oh.
us second on the playlist of like all
Oh.
these songs. So that's
Was that a
really
Spotify
cool.
playlist?
Yeah, it's on Spotify.
That's
yes.
amazing.
So,
So
if
yeah,
we'll put the link in the description to this video.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's really
Nice.
good. Yeah. Who are we after? I keep saying we. I'm not in the band. Who are you after?
The first song on it. Hang on. Pause for a second. 'Cause I've got it here. The first song is Rammstein,
Oh wow.
and then it's us.
Bosh. That's a
And
good
third
bill.
is who?
That's a good lineup.
Third is Nackblut, which is black blood, I think in German. I could be wrong.
Sounds German.
No, Night Blood.
I'm going to listen
Oh.
to this after
Yeah.
after the cast. That sounds really good.
Yeah.
It's also got Billy Idol's on there, Evanescence. Nine Inch Nails. Actually, from this album.
Nice.
So
there you go.
that's just really cool, and I think it's been really nice that off the back of this release, as well as re-energizing us all, we've got these nice bits of extra coverage, and hopefully some more followers and fans will find us via that playlist. And any sharing that you guys can do as well of the video and the song really helps, and stuff like the reaction videos are huge as well.
Yeah.
Because I know Andy Crimson does one, and she's got a lot of followers, and so did Aura as well, and they've both done these really, really cool reaction videos that they've of the lyric video, where they've both had a really good interpretation of the meanings and of the visuals, of the lyrics, of the music. So that's really cool.
Oh yeah, can we link to them as well?
Yes, absolutely. Let's do that.
Let's link to them so people can watch other fans' reactions to.
We should watch
song.
their reaction video and react to their reaction.
Can we do that? Can we do that?
It's getting very
Inception. Yeah.
No, I watched them both earlier actually, and I think they're fantastic. And yeah, you guys should both have music podcasts or something. I mean, I think they're really good.
Nice.
So that's Andy Crimson and Venus Doom, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, and
Yes.
again, it's so good that people want to spend their time and their effort and their imagination. And, it takes time to put this stuff together. You don't just film it. You've got to edit it. You've got to think about what you're going to say. It's a whole afternoon's work.
Like us.
So, yeah. We don't spend any time thinking about what we say. But yeah, it's a whole afternoon's work at least. And that people want to do that for our music is massive.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
Right, do you guys want to hear some comments?
I love the soundboard. Okay.
Sorry, I interrupted the soundboard. Do you guys want to hear some comments?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Sure.
So this is on the video on YouTube. Okay, so I'm just going to read out some of them. There's a lot of random emojis and things going on as well, so I can't really do those. I can't really act them out.
If it's a face, you could do the face.
They're not faces.
Oh, okay.
They're like everything. Lots of. Okay, so yeah, so Fiona, we've got Love It, Hearts. Edo says another fantastic Diamond Black song. Definitely one of my favorite bands.
Thanks, Edo.
Cheers, Edo.
Judas Man says another great song with meaningful lyrics.
Like
Thank
it.
you.
Gabrielle Hinderman says lots of emojis, including clapping, fire, hearts, which is great. But I can't act them out. I suppose I could set a fire note. So Rapparoo says, beautiful. The words brought me back to way back after a gig of a band I followed. I think I'd written them a song and I was alone and spiraling down into doom when all at once I felt a brick wall. I wasn't allowed to go down further. Just seen it as instead as a cardboard cereal packet, I was not allowed to wallow. I think the band scene is so much healthier these days. They would often be mired in debt for years from expensive pre-digital videos, etc. Beautiful. Love the sound. There you go.
Lovely. Thank you.
Kim says, dark video for a dark and emotional song. I like how we get dragged into that Gotham-like city with its neon lights and deep water. After listening to that song for the first time today, I now understand why lyrics and song mean so much to Ben. But this is indeed very personal and intense. Ben, feel hugged. Thank you for opening up so much. I totally love the middle part of the song, followed by the guitar solo. Favorite line, you drenched your heart in vanity tonight.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Masterpiece.
That's very sweet. Jennifer Blackwell says, Diamond Black never disappoints. Love this so much.
Nice.
Thank you.
Andy Crimson says, such energy, can really feel the angst and struggle in the music. Chris sounds so cool too. Nice blend.
Thank you.
So Killian says, what an absolutely amazing song and video. Great job to all involved. I'm so proud of you all to see the song out in the wild.
I'm pleased it's finally released. We've been sitting on it for a while. That's really nice.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a tangible excitement, and that now we know we're going to be able to more consistently put stuff out. Yeah. It's feeling good to get that momentum. Yeah. And again, we really appreciate you guys' patience waiting for us to put stuff out. And next year is going to be super, super cool with material.
More on the pipeline.
So, exactly.
Not telling you what though, but there's more on the pipeline.
History.
Can you guess?
Can I guess?
No, as in people in the audience. Can you guess what it is?
I know that.
I know you know. Yeah, maybe this is, just jot down your guesses of what you think the next one will be.
Yeah, and maybe any suggestions for, like, it was great to have a collab with Chris. Any other suggestions of people that we could collab with?
Good idea.
That's probably interesting.
609 as well.
But yeah,
it's a super group song, this one.
Yeah, because Timo was involved in the writing, and he actually also plays those clean, spooky guitar arpeggios on the verses, those kind of spooky tremolo da 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 things. So it's a bit of a super group, really.
Dark rock masterpiece.
It's got Vincent Velasco on it as well. I don't know if you mentioned that. He's pretty famous. It's in a band called Control. I don't know if you've. It did a really great video on a boat. I remember that. So.
On a boat, motherfucker. Sorry, we've got enough on one.
It's all right. Do you want some more comments?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Rinka says, such a cool-looking, dreary world. This is a shout-out to 12-inch Media. Very fitting for the weight of the lyrics and the powerful melody. Both the song and the visuals are enthralling.
Yeah, I mean, he did a really good job there. And what do you, that in my humble opinion, because what do you two think as the graphic aficionados?
It's really entertaining. I'm not the biggest fan of lyrics videos, even though apart from our own, because that's fucking great, obviously. But this is a very entertaining all the way through, and it keeps engaging. So
it's actually a really good one as far as lyric videos go.
Yeah, I think.
Why do you guys think it's engaging? What is it? How is it done? Like,
I don't get bored.
Can I share something? Because this is actually a little bit of confession, because I didn't know the lyrics until I saw the lyric video. Oh, okay, that's what he's singing. Oh,
Maybe we should do more lyric videos then.
Yeah, I couldn't just write them on a Word document and give them to you, Vinny. We have to do a whole lyric video.
I'm pretty sure you sent us the lyrics. I just never read it. So I didn't know. Okay, and then I was busy with other things like the drumming, and I was.
Well, it's loud near the drums, isn't it? You can't really hear it.
So when I watched it, oh, okay, that's what he was saying. Oh, really smart, really clever lyrics here.
Yes.
That's why the lyric video was invented, so that drummers could learn the lyrics.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, I think we never listened to lyrics. We just play.
There you go, guys. There's a secret. Vinny tells all.
Well, apparently, there's kind of two. Obviously, it's not as polarized as this, but there's sort of two kinds of fans of music who are both as passionate as each other. One are the kind of fans like me who know every single word and know like who was on each record, where it was produced, who mastered it, like if it's a record I really, really like. And there are other sorts of fans who go, I absolutely love this song. And you go, oh yeah, what, from the something something album? And they're like, I don't know what album it's off. I don't even know when it was released, but I love this song. And I don't really know the words either. But there are other people just connect with things in different ways. And neither person loves it more than the other. And they're just as passionate. But it's really intriguing for me as a nerd fan to find that there's so many people who love, absolutely passionate about music, and yet they don't necessarily find an interest in those sort of minutiae of like what album it's off and stuff like that.
As long as they like Diamond Black, we don't mind what kind of fan they are.
Exactly. But Vinny, do you think you're a fan who like knows what songs are on what albums and where it was produced and stuff like that, or is it more like you like the song and that's cool? Well, that's all you need.
It's a little bit of both, because I guess it depends on the music. It depends on the bands that I like. You know, I like, for example, the bands like Dream Theater. I know every single song in their whole catalog of albums. And not only that, because as a drummer, I actually already probably memorized all the drum parts that Mike Portnoy was playing. That's the kind of I guess that's the kind of person I am. I listen to the more technical side of music, especially with the drummings. And yeah, I guess like I said, it's a little bit of both, because I know a lot of music history as well. But I guess like what I said on this song, I guess I never really paid attention to lyrics. I think that's in general, not just for this song. I think I'm talking about in general. I think I've just never really paid attention to lyrics that much. So even though sometimes I'm saying it in my head, you know, I never really think of, okay, what does it mean by when he's singing this, or what does this lyric mean? But yeah,
I think it's quite common. People just interpret things and enjoy things in different ways. I mean, some people who watch movies are probably like, oh, interesting, they've used that lighting there. And well, I think they've used this kind of a lens. But it's just a different way of kind of interpreting and enjoying the stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Adam, when you think of an album that you really like, do you know the track listing? Do you just say, like, what's track 8?
I literally know every lyric to every song I like.
Right, and if I were to say to you, hey, so this song, what number on the album is it? You'd know what it was.
Maybe not number, because I always listen to thing on random. But I would know what album it is. Yeah, what album it is.
I would know what number only up until I stopped using a CD Walkman, because I used to, when you flip the track. So I remember the track number. In fact, I see the song as that number usually when I hear it. Only because of, but anything after iPod generations, I'm a bit, it's all to do with what was on the Walkman.
I think I like listening to things on random because I know them so well that it's a little bit of a surprise.
I think it's also for me, I do the little details. Like, for example, I was talking to you, Ben, the other day about this Nightwish song. And then this keyboard sound just appeared out of nowhere right at the end of the song. So I kind of pay attention to those little things. Oh, well, it was really cool what he was doing here. The bass line, suddenly he was playing a really cool fill for like 2 bars. I mean, those things I really pay attention to that because I like.
Yeah, things within the music.
I've got a little bank of ideas, bank of things I like in songs.
Yeah, I think that's a really good thing to do. Is when you hear something that sort of inspires you, something like that the fact that you straight away mentioned that keyboard sound that you like, because otherwise we just forget. Just write it down and go, yeah, let's come back to that. So really cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nat, I kind of interrupted your comment reading.
Good keyboard sound, though, because it might
That's
be,
what reading
might
the
be
comments
coming
for.
up.
Yeah.
You might hear it future.
Ooh. Yeah, no, I was going to I wondered, when you listen to tracks on random, do you listen to like an album on random? So it's not in the order that because as you have been telling us, the order of the way you put your tracks on an album is very important to telling the story.
Yeah, well, I normally know the album intricately in the first place, and then I put it on random. Just I don't want to know what's coming next. I don't know. I don't know. I've always listened to things on random. Don't know why. More fun.
I'd like to be surprised. I've got playlists I've made of bangers.
Coming. It's like, it's a bit more like, what's next?
Yeah, and if every song you've got on your playlist is a banger, then every time a new song comes on, it's like, yes.
Listen to.
Oh, you don't listen to playlists?
No, I listen to an album at a time or an artist at a time. So, maybe I'm not a good advert for.
Does everyone else do that?
Banging playlist with Diamond Black on, because I don't do it myself. But you should.
With progressive bands, the fact that most progressive bands they put out concept albums, so it's like the whole album is one whole song, so you can't really listen to it in shuffle you have to listen from track 1, track 2, track 3 until.
Okay. And when Smashing Pumpkins, right? So if I was going to listen to Melancholy, there's like fucking 24 songs or something on it. Right, that means I'm going to have to listen to the album for like however long it lasts. I might, if I'm just listening for 15 minutes, I don't want to just listen to the first 15 minutes over and over again every time I listen to it. So if I put it on random, I'll hear, tracks from the end of the album, even if I've only got a short time span that I'm going to play in it. That's my rationale. You get to hear more of the stuff, and it works through every time.
Do you guys have albums? Yeah. Because if you're like, right, going to put this music on while I'm doing this work or whatever, and it might just be the first bit of the journey. It's always the same 3 or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you guys have particular songs or albums that you like to walk with when you're walking out somewhere, or drive with? That you kind of default to?
Andrew WK.
Is that walking?
That's my fucking doing everything, mate. Walking, driving. Having it large.
Having it large.
Bloodhound gang.
Yes. Boy, you get a cheer for that. Boy,
Bloodhound gang. That's a tour song, like the driving.
Oh yeah, well, like when we're in the van, we put albums on all the way through, especially the Bloodhound gang.
That's really interesting. I'd like to open that question out to everyone on social media as well. How do you listen to your music? Is it albums at a time on random, or is it playlists, or do you make specific playlists for specific actions or activities, as well, obviously parties, but walking, driving, working, all those sorts of things? Like, how do other people listen to music? Because I just sort of assumed everybody just listened to whatever was there, but I guess there is lots of different ways.
I think it was easier when we had when it was CDs, because I could look at my collection and pick one and be like this. But if I want to listen to Manic Street Preachers, for example, I'll just select the artist and then hit random and be surprised, rather than having to go through the picking. They've got so much. I don't.
Yeah.
When you think of an artist, you want. Sorry.
I guess you can always skip the ones you don't like.
Yeah, exactly.
If it brings up suggestions that you don't.
So you're allowed to skip.
The film. Fuck that.
Yeah, you're not allowed to skip.
I didn't, because my question was going to be: are you always surprised, or could you be disappointed? Because when you think of an artist that you want to hear, you might have an idea of the song you want to listen to in your head, and then you play the artist, and then of the time that you've been listening to them, that song doesn't come up. So are you sometimes?
Well, you're allowed to overwrite it.
In a sad way.
You're not like beholden to the randomness. You're allowed to make your own decisions.
No, you should make it more fun. Just be like, no, we get what we're given.
Well, I guess with some artists who've got such a long back catalogue, it's perhaps unlikely that you like everything that they ever did. Certainly for me and bands that have careers that span decades, there's usually a particular era that I really like of them between this year and this year.
Yeah.
Maybe they had 3 or 4 albums between that time. Those are the ones. And either side of them, it's either it's too undeveloped or it's gone too far the other way or whatever. So there is quite a finite period of stuff that I tend to like with bands. So sometimes I feel a little bit reticent to say I really like such and such a band if they've got a huge back catalogue, because people go, oh, what, you like that song? It's like, no, but I don't like that bit of them. I only like this bit.
Manic Street Preachers is a classic band for that, because we like the sort of early Holy Bible, Generation Terrorist kind of era, but most people know them more for, like, you know, the Design for Life and Tolerate This, and that's very different.
That onwards.
Yeah. Not that I'm embarrassed to say I like them; they're my favorite band. But, like, you know, what it means different things to people because they've got such a varied catalogue.
Yeah, very, very sonically different. I think maybe the fact that he's got
Marilyn Manson and stuff as well, you know, because they reinvent themselves. Or he isn't.
Maybe because he's got such a definitive voice, James Dean Bradfield, that it ties it all together.
Yeah.
Maybe it's such a distinctive voice. But there are certainly bands like Vinny. Are there bands for you who've got such a big back catalogue that you kind of can't say that you like them per se because there's so much stuff, and maybe some of it you don't like?
Yeah. Is that a question for me? Yeah,
it is a question for you. Yes.
What was the question again?
Are there any bands you don't have to name them, that have got such a big back catalogue that if someone goes, "Do you like this band?" you can't really say definitively yes, because there's a whole bunch of their stuff maybe in the early days or the later days that you're like, "Oh, I didn't really like that," but you absolutely love a certain era of their work.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think off the top of my head, Metallica, definitely.
Oh,
that's an example.
Their album, some of them, it's all right. It's not bad, but definitely, I think one of them is Metallica.
Where do you the best one?
Well, a lot of debate because Black Album, right? And I think I really like Load and Reload album. A lot of people don't, especially Metallica fans, hardcore Metallica fans, they don't like those albums. They think it's the weakest album. But whenever I listen to that album, I think it's great. It's just that maybe you don't think about it as Metallica. Think about it as just an album from a rock band. I think it's a great, it's a great songs, great concept, and yeah, I think it's a very, very good album in my opinion. Obviously, like I said, Black, even Saint Anger. I like Saint Anger.
Anger's my favorite, man. I'm not even joking. I love Saint Anger.
It's just not stock.
It's
just not stock.
No, okay.
So can I say some more comments?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Okay. So Emma Gover says Christmas came early this year.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I found someone commented that it was midway through the month. Well, not through the month, but in like the lead up to Christmas, because we're on the 12th. So it's like right midway, which is pretty cool.
We should have done a Christmas jumper.
Next year, Christmas jumper. Okay. Diamond Black Christmas jumper.
Diamond Black Christmas.
If anyone wants to design it.
I'll do one.
You do one. Okay, sorry if I get people's names wrong, by the way, pronunciation-wise, because I'm not very good at this. But Beatrice says, I'm a 14-year-old Brazilian fan. I've been traveling since Sunday, and I've been looking forward to hearing this music since long before that. I'm delighted, amazed. No song has ever been able to provoke me in the sensations that In Venom did. As always, congratulations. Your music helps me a lot emotionally. Keep it up with all the love and affection of a teenage girl.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great.
That's really sweet. That's really sweet. Imagine, you remember when you were 14 and the music just shook you? Oh,
definitely. That's when Offspring got me. Yeah. That's when you really get wicked. Thank you very much.
That's lovely. Really lovely comment. Suda Sue says, nothing makes me happier than another Diamond Black release. What a great song as well. Keep up the amazing work. Gloria Corvus says, wow, it's a very amazing song with beautiful sounding and meaningful lyrics. Chrissy and Phil said, waited so long for this and just so thrilled. It's so amazing. Congratulations. Much love. I'm very excited, Chrissy and Phil.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then we'll talk about Sigils later. Venus Dooms, who also did a watch reaction. Very well executed. I was able to catch a couple of metaphors in the lyrics, and visuals were excellent. Total banger. Lots of guitar emojis. From the Iceberg says, great rocking tune, great production on my radio show. This must go. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, okay, we'll do it.
Cool.
Okay, so Brianna the bassoonist says, obsessed with the sigil Adam came up with for the song. My amateur at best interpretation, a hexagram-like spiderweb is contained within an ankh with arrows pointing both up and down, 2 parallel lines cutting off the movement. It could symbolize how unavoidable evil, struggles, and ego inherent in life can isolate you and cut you off from movement and flow, making you feel stagnant and isolated. The symbol itself feels buoyant, though, like an air balloon that wants to move up and ascend while still holding within it the complexities if given the chance to get away from being dragged down by the fears.
This is good stuff. This is good stuff. You're on the right track with most of it, yeah.
And then Riftweave says...
There's some more, but you're on the right vibe. Very good.
Riftweave says, this is such an amazing song. I love the audio mix, so kudos to whoever tweaked that.
Yanni.
The lyrics are catchy and it does say it on the thing. By the way, we didn't leave them out.
He's on the credit in the YouTube.
On the credit, yeah. The lyrics are catchy and memorable. The vocals from both Ben and Chris are on point and mesh beautifully together. Whoever did the graphic design, that's 12-inch media, made such awesome choices for the colours and framing and textures on the buildings and ruins. Basically, it's very, very good, and thank you guys for creating it. I'm curious to see the booklet about the sigils. The fan base theorising is also going to be fun.
Yeah, so for every track on the album and every track we've done, I've created a rune or a symbol for all of them that are really deep in their meaning. I've got the Bible that tells you what they all mean, which we'll probably we'll include this in the album. We're actually thinking about for the singles we've put out already, like the Scarlet and Sorrow and You Kill My Demons. They've all got symbols as well, so we might start teasing them a little bit, or putting them out as well, so you guys can try and.
Imagine if there was some like amazing book that accompanied like a special version of the album, and you got this book with it that has each of the symbols with the artwork and the description.
Well,
beside.
there will be. Like,
that would be amazing. Yeah, that would be amazing.
It exists already.
They've all been incredibly well thought about and designed to reflect the meanings of the songs, and possibly to appeal.
The people who've got them tattooed already, you're going to need more space on your arm if you want them all.
Cool. Yeah, so that's really cool. So what we might do is tease some of those and see what you think of them.
Put the ones out for the songs, for the singles we've already released. We'll start putting the runes out for them.
Cool.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, but it's really cool that people spend that much time listening to the song, reading the lyrics, looking at the symbol, and bringing it all together. I think that takes it's a lot of good analysis that's gone on there.
Yeah.
And kudos to you, Adam, for designing those runes so well to reflect those themes. So in just what's essentially a few lines, really, you know, it's to then compose those few lines in such an apposite way must have taken a lot of thought of. This is simple. It can't be like a complicated picture. It's got to really filter down into the base element, trace elements of a symbol which is made of a shape and a few lines. So
some sort of game out of them, like a card game or dominoes or something,
or tarot cards.
Yeah, tarot cards. Yeah.
I like it. Dominoes, mousetrap, maybe.
Something fun.
Buckaroo.
Nice. Pop-up pirate. That's one.
Buckaroo. Dominoes was at least sensible. I mean, logically could occur.
Lots of pop-up pirates.
I look like fucking pirate from Pop-Up Pirate, by the way.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
Oh, we've got off on one again. Sorry.
Before you go off on one completely, we normally ask people. I normally ask you what you are listening to this.
Wait, do I have? I've got my big announcement to do.
Not yet.
Oh,
I was gonna ask what is everybody. Not yet. We'll do it at the end. I was going to ask, instead of asking what you're listening to this week, I was going to ask you, what are you grateful for this week?
Oh,
That's nice.
Thanksgiving. Oh no, that was a month ago. Well, that was last month.
No. It's just a different question.
Okay.
Single.
Yeah.
I've got one. If I want to kick off, I'm grateful for my hearing because I actually had an issue with my left ear the last couple of months. And long story short, I got it sorted this Monday and went for this procedure. And I hadn't realised, like up until recently, how much my hearing had deteriorated in my left ear. And suddenly they fixed it. And oh my God, I put my coat on. I was like, oh my God, my coat's really loud. Just the sound of my coat going on. And I walked outside and was just hit with this like kaleidoscope of sound.
Nice.
It was just like being reborn. It was incredible. Wow. And ever since then, I've been like every day being like, be grateful for this, be grateful for this. Because being able to hear is an absolute blessing. And I'm actually surprised I've been able to mix these demos. I've literally been like,
maybe you hear something different to us.
Yeah, right. So that's what I'm grateful for.
Oh, that's really nice. Mine's not going to be as nice as that. No, I'm really grateful for living in London because I've started this new mantra of like I'm going to at least one gig a week, which I've been doing for the last like 4 weeks, and I've been to see loads of like friend bands or like local gigs in Camden. It's been really reinvigorating and exciting to like actually just go out and see what's going on in the music scene. Really exciting. So I'm very grateful that I live in a city where such a good, vibrant scene, even though it's different to what it used to be. But it's great to see bands all the time and be out in the rock and roll.
Yeah, it's on your doorstep. You could see something different every night, couldn't you? Whether that be a concert or it could be like a theatre show or whatever. So, it's wicked to be in a major, thriving cultural city.
Yeah, thriving.
Very sweet as well.
Oh, okay, cool. And I'm lucky that I could hear because otherwise I couldn't go to the gigs.
Yeah. For me, it's probably how to get into but I'm just grateful that I still have my health, because I've been reading so much stuff about people our age, my age, getting this kinds of whatever disease, cancer and stuff. I'm just grateful I don't have any of those, and I hope I don't get them.
I hope you don't as well.
It sucks. Sometimes I think about it. If you're successful, you have a lot of money and stuff, whatever, house, everything, but you have a disease or we have some kind of illness, and everything really doesn't matter. So I think it's really important that to recognize that. And I saw a phrase the other day that said, like, if you don't make time for your wellness, you may have to make time for your illness. So it's that sense of just being pressure and stress all the time, which eventually may cause you to be unwell, and because you're not really enjoying your life, you're just crashing through it, going, oh my God, I must do this, I'm under all this pressure. I think there's a lot to be said for that, of how important it is to feel physically and mentally well.
That's sort of like, not exactly the same, but like why I've made this rule of going to a gig every week. Like, I want to enjoy the fact that I live in London and I hadn't been going to gigs for ages. It's like, well, I want to enjoy it where you can. And
totally.
Make the most of it,
Yeah.
Chatted to the taxi driver the other day, and he said it basically turned out that he worked one job in the day and one job at night. And I said, do you take any time off? And he goes, no, I work 7 days a week. And he was like in his late 20s. And I said, okay. So basically, I want to earn loads of money whilst I've got my stamina to work, so that when I'm older, I can just relax. I go, okay. Now, I appreciate there's something to be said for being mindful about the future. At the same time, use your stamina now to enjoy yourself.
Yeah, you've got to get a balance.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good balance is
what
good.
What are you grateful for, Natalie?
Everything in moderation. I'm grateful for all the people around me. This is really cheesy, but it's not, because I was thinking about it at the gig yesterday. I just really seen a lot of people that I haven't seen for a really long time recently, and I hadn't really been spending much time with anybody before. And so now it's really nice to have everyone that I know to kind of try and nurture those relationships and to really like look at these wonderful things that make each person unique, and each person, when people get excited about things, what it is that they're excited about. And maybe I spend too much time observing people, but people are really sweet when you actually look at them. And it's, I've seen from people that I saw a guy walking down the street the other day, and he was listening to his headphones and he was just singing out loud. And I don't know if he knew he was singing out loud, but it was just, it's cute when people do things when they don't know, like, sweet things about the world, because they're so interested in the world and they're so interested in something they're doing, or so passionate about what they're doing. And so I started looking at that in people that I know as well. And I started looking at, when they get excited, what is it that's driving them? And I think that's lovely to just observe that and to kind of try and nurture those relationships, because these are all the people you're going to get. And it's sort of what you guys all just said as well, like as in, enjoy while you've got it. I think, yes, with your health, but also with the people around you. And to just put everything you've got into making sure that you can keep those relationships rather than letting them go.
Yeah, totally. And recognizing when you spend a lot of time with people, maybe something they does annoys you, but then you have to think, is it worth having an argument about this because of all the other great things that we have together, and just trying to focus on those positives. And I'm really grateful for you guys for this. For this, I'm really grateful for this release that we've done together, yes. And for it's been so much, and it's been brilliant. So, thank you.
I'm grateful for the soundboard. Oh, that's nice.
And just as we promised, that's a lovely note to end it on. But Adam's got a promise that he has got to keep.
Oh, big Diamond Black news.
Drum roll, please.
This is an exclusive. Wait. This is an exclusive. Due to popular demand, I know that people have been asking for this for a long time. The fans have been clamoring for it. Decided that I'm going to dye my hair red again. Just because you've been asking for it. So yeah, there you go. Excited Diamond Black exclusive right there.
Same red.
I was inspired by all the fan art. So I'm going to go Diamond.
The same classic red or a different shade? What we're thinking?
Well, let's see what happens.
Right.
We'll leave that for a future episode. The reveal.
Well, we could do a colour chart of reds and get them to vote.
Yeah.
Pillar box or Crimson Lake?
Oh, pillar box is one I used to use this year. Or pill box somewhere. Anyway. Nice.
There you go. That's your lot. Yeah.
Thank you very much, everyone. Please give us a like and a comment and a subscribe and all the normal YouTube things to help us out.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you. And please share the video, share the song everywhere with all your mates and stuff. It really helps spread the word and build the fan base.
Woo! Rock and roll. See you guys later.
Right. See you later.
Bye. Bye.